Alright guys, welcome to the channel. I am OGL Schmitt. This is Custom OGTGIF. Hope everyone's got a good weekend planned. Hope you're having a great time. Got something very special for you guys. It's been about 5 months since our last Tool reaction, but I think if any group of fans is accustomed to long waits, it would be Tool fans. I think they waited 13 years for the Fear Inoculum album, but with Tool, it's always worth the wait. I'm going to be reacting to a song from Fear Inoculum called 7empest. Tempest. It's spelled very weird. But Tempest, it's a Grammy Award-winning song. It reached number 6 on the Billboard charts. And that's what Tool does. There's nothing accessible about their songs. Their songs are long. They're complex. Their lyrical meanings can be very murky and very obtuse. But there is just a gravitational pull to Tool's music that draws people in. So with that being said, let the storm begin. Let's jump into the Tempest. Also, if you guys enjoy what we're doing here on the channel, like, subscribe, share, a whole 9 yards. If you got some spare change lying around, you'd like to support us, there's links in the channel to do so. Every little bit helps. Just helps us try to improve the channel, make everything better. Now, Tool. Excited. So real quick, yes, I'm pausing already. I'm so sorry. I'm going to start from the beginning. But just that opening guitar line, it's very tranquil, very fluid. A tempest is another word for a storm. This kind of sounds like a calm ocean. And as soon as the drums kick in, it starts to have that very exotic sound. Danny's got his drums tuned in a way that almost sounds like a sitar. Yeah, and of course, Tool is really good at bringing in sounds from all kinds of different cultures and world music and whatnot. So like right off the bat, it's got that signature Tool sound that just comes from a world that only they can access. See, fairly conventional here. That flavoring adds so much.
Track
So from that beautiful, calm intro, and then like you had that guitar line staying steady throughout, and then Danny doing subtle changes with his drums, and then oh my god, that riff that came in was so sick. It had this huge sound to it. It sounded like I don't know, like something tearing, maybe the fabric of reality tearing. And then Maynard comes in, super aggressive, harkening back to the Undertow days. Like he sounds positively deranged here. And I love how his delivery here is very percussive. It's almost got a spoken feel to it, almost like a sermon. Yeah, let's keep going. Wow. And then like they're kicking it up another notch here. I also just want to say again, Danny Carey's drums. I don't think there's ever been a drummer who propelled his band the same way that Danny Carey does. There's some amazing drummers out there. Yeah, but Danny Carey he's the volcanic heart of this band. Let's keep going. And I'm like, what, 4 minutes in? See if I survive the Tempest. There I had to pause just to catch my breath. Not even playing anything. Wow. So, where do I even start? Adam Jones. So, Danny, the founder of this channel, was the one that introduced me to Tool. And because of their nature, they had to grow on me a little bit. And reacting to them has helped me understand their sound a lot better. It is a case where every time I listen to Tool, I feel like I get them a bit more. They sync up. It's just their sound is that complex. It takes repeat listens. But I loved Adam Jones right from the start. I love his sound. So there are guitar players like Jeff Beck or Joe Satriani who, through means of their playing, can make a guitar sound vocal, like a human voice. Adam Jones, just by his sound, his guitar sounds almost human because there's texture to his sound. He will sometimes use what sounds like a wah-wah pedal as a filter to where you get that wow, but it's really subtle. It's not like abrasive. He doesn't, stamp on it and overuse it like some guitarists do. And just there's like Danny called him the master of distortion, and more I get that because because of his distortion and because of the feedback, his guitar sounds like it has grit. So there is this also like a fluid, watery quality to his sound that really does remind me of like a lot of 80s darkwave bands. It's a very textural sound that he has just turned the volume up to 12 on. It's a super compelling sound. And I love Justin's bass in this. Like when it enters, you definitely feel it. Tool definitely uses their bass as well as any band out there. It's when you have the drums and the guitar and the bass that are syncing up like that, and then sort of diverging to do their own thing and then syncing up again. That's one of the secrets of those amazing Tool transitions. And while all of this, turbocharged texture is going on, because you have, Justin and Adam who are just creating this wall of textured sound, and then Danny Carey is like turbocharging it. He's like strapping a jet engine to it. And meanwhile, Maynard is giving like the most aggressive TED talk ever. But every now and then he will break from that raspy preacher type spoken delivery, and he'll go into a very clean, cutting, melodic sound. It's one of his trademarks, and you have to have that kind of cut just to get through that wall of sound. So yeah, just everything that makes Tool awesome is in this song. This is a journey, and it's a perilous one. So let's keep going. I'm not even half through this. Oh shit! All right, let's do it. God, I hate to stop Adam in the middle of that, but I just wanted to say this whole section is like so ominous and so apocalyptic sounding. You have Danny laying down that beat, which kind of reminds me of like it's so insistent, it's almost tribal. It reminds me of like when the levee breaks from Led Zeppelin. He's doing enough subtle variations, but like it's not a whole lot of like noticeable change going on in the drum pattern, but like it's hypnotic. It's, you know, trance-inducing. It's not monotonous at all. And then you hear Justin's bass is clanking in the background. And then Adam is like, he can play conventional lead. He doesn't do it very often, but he's got a good sound. He's got a good flavor. He's very tasteful with his melodic choices. And he's combining it with that crazy warped noise making that he does so well. So the picture that I'm getting is just, I don't know, it's something large and ominous drifting towards us slowly. It's, you know, it's a huge thing in the sky approaching. It's a black dreadnought on the water getting ever so close. It just feels like impending doom is heading our way. And to kick that section off, like Maynard was doing some vocals that had a very tribal, almost chanting vibe as well. So this, there's also, like I mentioned, apocalyptic. It's also a ritualistic sound as well, as if something is being summoned. Yeah, let's keep going. Halfway there. Tool doing me a rare solid of providing me a pausing opportunity. I'm probably pausing a lot here, guys. I'm sorry, but God, there's so much going on. So Maynard's entry there actually felt like a relief. It was like, okay, there's a human voice cutting through all of this chaos. But his, like, Maynard's voice is the one element of Tool that it took me the longest to resonate with. But I think I understand it now better than I did. So with Tool, it's not so much just they're sort of creating a song. It's a ritual that's being performed. It's a sonic ritual. So, you know, Maynard is the preacher. He's the guy on the pulpit. He's like an anti-preacher, though, because he's not saying, hey, come be part of my flock, come join my congregation. He's like, no, be your own congregation and join the church of life, join the church of the earth. A great message. It's one that the world needs. Tool is still touring. Maynard also tours with his other two bands. And I think that, among other things, it's that message that he has and Maynard's belief in it, you know, in addition to the fact that he takes care of himself and has been very smart about his career choices. But that's what that longevity is, you know, it's making music for the right reasons. So his vocals there, like, I like how they started off kind of back in the mix, which Tool does a lot, but they were gradually brought forefront, more forward as he began to get grittier and sounding more intense and more deranged. You know, this is where the preacher would be, you know, sweating on stage and that sort of thing. Maynard would probably slap me if he heard me comparing him to a preacher, but it's a good kind. It's a paladin. You know what I mean? It's someone who's warding off, you know, the spells of conformity and the voices of archons, the bad influences. You know, Tool is telling you to take control. But when he says a tempest must be what it is, or a tempest must be true to its nature, a tempest must just be. This sort of seems to me to be maybe a commentary on toxic people or toxic concepts or institutions that people try to make excuses for that are just destructive because it's their nature. Human nature, quite frankly, is very destructive. I could say maybe we're the tempest. And especially, you know, when we get together in groups that are blinded by a group vision. That is based on a fundamentally toxic institution. So I'd probably need another hour just to go into the possible meanings of the lyrics, but it definitely seems to be about things, the fact that some things are fundamentally destructive and we still try to court them when we shouldn't. That could have any meaning, from like relationships to just governance of the world in general. So yeah, let's go back to this. This piece it's absolutely monolithic. It is huge, and this is definitely something that only Tool could pull off. This is. I never was a big fan of the Grammys. It always seemed like a popularity contest, but the fact that this song won. That's one for the good guys, because they definitely should be recognized for just the sheer scope of this composition and this performance. Adam Jones definitely the star of the show, though, on this one. Return of that original guitar motive. All right, so that was crazy. Yeah, what the hell could I say? Tool is just, I've always said, and I'll stand by this, that the idea of there being a greatest band is pointless because everyone's got different standards, But if someone was to put a gun to my head and say, okay, objectively speaking, who do you think is the greatest band ever? Like, how do you not put Tool at the top of that list? You know what I mean? Just all they've been able to accomplish, very little, almost no major label support, building it from the ground up, in spite of just the challenging, really challenging nature of their sound. Yeah, so this was, I wanted to look up their lyrics because that calm bit towards the end, where Maynard's voice came in, I loved the change in his demeanor and of the songs as well. You had this moment of calm and almost hope, and that was similar to a transition in A Perfect Circle's recent song Starless. Maynard's really good with that. He can sound super deranged and demented, and then he'll have this like almost lilting, almost paternal sound, or he's encouraging us. It was it calm before the torrent comes, calm before the torrent comes, calm before the tempest comes to rain all over. So there it was almost like the sound was beautiful. Again, he went into that like very smooth high register he's got, and it just sounded. There was a tranquility there, but judging from his lyrics, the tranquility was deceptive. So there's one little bit of lyrics here. No amount of wind could begin to cover up your petulant stench and demeanor. Calm as cookies and cream, so it seems. We're not buying your dubious state of serenity, acting all surprised when you're caught in the lie. We know better. It's not unlike you. It's not unlike you. We know your nature. So this does seem to be about toxic, dishonest people who just are never going to change, and sort of being able to spot them and call them out. And again, this could just be individuals that you deal with on a one-to-one level, or it could be the people that are running things in the world. And, us as citizens are getting the shit end of the stick. So, as I hope you enjoyed this, I loved doing this. This is an amazing song. Tool is one of a kind. So, mental health is real. Be a part of the start. Music is your best support group. Listen to it whenever you can. Tool has gotten Danny through some very, very tough times. Tool has gotten a lot of people through some very, very tough times. So they are one of the bands that exemplifies when I say music is your best support group. Take care of yourself so you can take care of others. Save them from those people. And think for yourself and question authority. Thank you guys very much. Be seeing you guys around real soon.